Hello everyone. We have already discussed about the money and credit. We have discussed in earlier chapter that importance of money, double coincidence of bonds, money as a medium of exchange, role of money in an economy, modern forms of money, why currency is accepted as a medium of exchange, monetary system adopted by India, deposits with banks, checks and its advantages. Now we discuss about role of banks. Role the banks play in the economy of a country. Role the banks play in the safe custody, no fear of thieves or robber, interest given to the deposited money. Banks mediate between those who have surplus money and those who need money. Banks provide cheap loans. Banks promote agriculture by providing loans to the farmers, and banks boost the country's industry, cheap loans to the industrialists. Banks are the backbone of the country's trade. A large number of bank employees solve employment problem also. In this, the next is central bank. It is an apex institution in the banking and financial structure of a country. Its functions issue the currency notes, acts as a banker of the government. Central bank acts as a banker of banks. It also functions as the custodian of foreign exchange reserve of a country. It maintains relations with the international organizations such as World Bank, IMF, etc. Formulate and appropriate monetary policy for the country. Commercial banks. A banking company is one which transacts the business of banking, which means accepting deposits for the purpose of Indian companies, lending or investment, deposits of money from the public, repayable on demand. Main features of commercial banks are it deals with money, accept deposits and advances loans. It has the power to create credit. It is commercial institution whose aim is to earn profit. It deals with general public. Loan activities of banks. Banks keep only a small proportion of their deposits as cash with themselves. Banks use the major portion of the deposits to extend loans to the requirements of the people. Banks mediate between those who have surplus funds and those who need the funds. Banks charge a higher interest rate on loans. Credit. Credit refers to an agreement in which the lender supplies the borrower with money, goods, or services in return for the promise of future payment. The credit situations are here two different credit situations. During the situation of a sudden demand, the producers obtain credit to meet the working capital needs for production. In rural areas, the main demand for credit is for crop cultivation, but in case of crop failure, recovery is very painful. Role of credit for development. It plays a major role in the development of a country by creating better facilities for agriculture, industrial activities. For some people, loans help a lot in constructing their houses, raising their social status by having car, television, etc. If somebody wants to take credit, there are some terms and conditions also. So here is terms and conditions. Terms of credit. Interest rate, collateral and documentation requirement and mode of repayment called the terms of credit. Collateral is an asset that the borrower owns and uses this as a guarantee to lender until the loan is repaid. If the borrower fails to repay the loan, the lender has the right to sell the asset or collateral to obtain payment. Reasons when the bank reasons when the banks might not be willing to lend to certain borrowers. Some persons are not able to produce certificate of their earnings. Some are not able to produce documents of their employment. Some have nothing to give to the bank as security or collateral. Few others who fail two persons or as a guarantor. Sectors of credit in India. Formal sector loans. These resources work under the supervision of RBI. The rate of interest is very low. Commercial banks, cooperative societies are formal source of credit. Informal sector loans. These do not work under government organization. The rate of interest is very high. Relatives, money lenders, landlords are the main source. Reserve Bank of India. The RBI supervises the functioning of formal sources of loans. This supervision is necessary because it is required to save deposits of the people with the banks, and cooperative society gives a power to RBI to force banks to maintain a minimum cash balance of the deposits the receives. It can check the other banks to loan only to honest and real needy people who have the capacity to repay loan with interest, and RBI also checks that all formal credit agencies are following the economic policy laid down by the government of the country. Self help groups. For the poor. A typical self-help group can have 15 to 20 members belongs to the same village. Motive is to pool the savings of poor people. Per member rupees 25 to 100 or more depending ability of the people. These groups provide loans to their members at reasonable rate. After a year or two with regular savings eligible for bank loans and create self-employment opportunity for the members. In recent years, commercial and cooperative banks have provided loan to these groups for releasing mortgage loan, working capital need, house loans, cattle loans, etc. These groups work in democratic way. Mostly these groups organized by women. These are helping them to become financially self-reliant. This is all about money and credit.